Y buenas tardes a toda la audiencia de Criptovisión. Estamos en el vivo con Ferrum Network. Por segunda vez tenemos el agrado de estar con Nick Odio, el Chief Growth Officer de Ferrum, para conocer los avances del proyecto, pero sobre todo el lanzamiento de su DAO, su propia organización autónoma descentralizada, básicamente permitiendo que la gobernanza de la plataforma sea descentralizada, y nos va a contar Nick en detalle qué significa y cómo vos podés ser parte. Así que vamos a darle la bienvenida a Nick a nuestra casa de Criptovisión. So, hello Nick, how are you?
Hola, ¿todo bien? Muy
Great,
bien.
man, great. We can do Spanish.
Un poco.
Un poquito.
Sí,
So, man, you are in El Salvador.
sí. Estoy
Tell
aquí en Bitcoin Beach.
Bitcoin Beach, the mythical Bitcoin Beach.
Ajá.
So, what can you tell us?
Yo he estado comprando todos en Bitcoin.
Es la belleza, ¿no?, del Salvador. Bitcoin, moneda de curso legal en El Salvador. Se puede pagar con Bitcoin lo que uno quiera.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm having a blast. It's I went to a place yesterday to get some snacks. It's basically like somebody's house almost, like a very small tienda. And they didn't accept card, but they accepted Bitcoin.
That is almost a fantasy, right?
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm using Lightning Network for everything, so super easy. It's faster than tarjeta.
Exactly, because people they don't need to have a bank account.
Yeah,
they already have Bitcoin, and that's it.
Yeah, it's great.
We have been there 3 times.
I know. I wish you were here this time.
We didn't have the same schedule this year,
Yeah.
but I hope to meet you maybe in Brazil next month.
Yeah, for sure.
But so, what is your impression about El Salvador and about Bitcoin adoption? Have you been speaking with people about Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's really amazing what happens when the government actually recognizes Bitcoin as tender. From a demographic standpoint, people that in any other country may not understand Bitcoin. The older generation, people that may not have otherwise used Bitcoin understand Bitcoin here because they need to accept it. So anyone that I've met that has a business or anything is accepting Bitcoin. And so all governments need to do is say that that they recognize it as tender. And then the adoption is crazy after that. That's the thing that's keeping Bitcoin from adoption, is governments not recognizing it as tender.
No, that is amazing, man. That is amazing. We can see on the screen, I put the Bitcoin Beach website. That is one of the first organizations in the world that are promoting Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
We have been speaking there with Roman Martinez, that is one of the founders. I don't know if you have met him yet.
No, not yet. No.
You should meet him.
Yeah, if you know him, put me in contact.
Yes, I will put you in contact.
Okay, great.
Yeah, very man, cool. Definitely. Have you found Bitcoiners from around the world in El Salvador?
Yeah, I've already met a few. I've only been here for a few days. So I'm planning on, going out and meeting some more folks over the weekend while I'm not, working and on meetings as much. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend and really getting out there and meeting more Bitcoiners.
Great, man, great. I'm sure you will find several.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, man, let's go to our stuff.
Cool.
What is this new feature, new proposal of Ferrum Network that is to basically decentralize the governance?
Yeah, this is something that we've been looking forward to for a very long time. We just started our DAO. So FRM is now officially a governance token. You can use your FRM. It's got to be staked. If you're staking FRM, you can now use that staked FRM to vote on proposals. So yeah, with this new launch of the Ferrum DAO, FRM is officially a governance token, meaning the way that we make decisions at Ferrum is now way more democratized and way more decentralized. It's something we've been wanting to do for a long time.
And when the holders of FRM are going to be able to propose stuff?
Yeah, so already. So if you hold over 450,000 FRM, then you're able to create proposals. If you have even one FRM, you're able to vote on proposals. So anyone can vote, but in order to, eliminate or discourage bad proposals or malicious proposals, you have to have a certain amount of skin in the game. So it's a security mechanism to prevent governance attacks. So yeah, if you have over 450K, you can create a proposal yourself. But we've already got 2 proposals up, and it's pretty exciting. We're electing our DAO mods, so the people who are going to help push these proposals to the next phase. So they're elected officials that are democratically elected. And then we're also voting on another initiative that would leverage some of our partners' technology. They're a project called ZK Makers, and we're asking the community if they think that we should put a certain amount of FRM tokens towards this initiative to help with market making services and stuff. So all of those things can be found in our Discord, and you can review these proposals and even go vote on them if you've got FRM staked. So yeah, but we hope to see more people start creating proposals too. I think that's going to be really exciting.
I mean, and people can create proposals about anything, or do you have specific items or subjects that proposals have to be built on?
So we have like a template of like the guidelines that people need to follow when creating a proposal. And as long as they adhere to those specific guidelines, the DAO mods can push those proposals through to the next level. But as far as like what those proposals entail, that's totally up to the person creating the proposal. And then depending on whether or not they get buy-in from the community is what dictates whether or not that proposal will actually get passed. But it can be things from marketing to features that we build on the network, to features that we build on multi-swap, to networks that we integrate with our products, to initiatives that we do for incentivized test nets and all sorts of things. So really looking forward to seeing what people come up with.
We are looking the proposal suggestion template on screen. So it's brief. I mean, people can create proposals relatively easily.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I've created a couple now, and it's been pretty easy to do so. So maybe we should translate that into Spanish, so that we can get some more Spanish proposals, and then we can go in and actually translate the proposals too for English speakers.
Great. We would enjoy to boost that Spanish version to all the Latin America audience.
That'd be cool. Nice.
Yeah, man, definitely. So this is a big step for Ferrum.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, this is as we build the network, we want things to be more decentralized. Oftentimes when projects start off less decentralized and more centralized, and then they move towards more decentralized mechanisms. And so that's kind of how we did things at Ferrum too. And this marks a very important step in our journey. So it's really exciting.
Okay, I will do some translation for our audience because we have been speaking for 5 minutes in English. So I will do some Spanish for our people. Lo que está comentando Nick es el lanzamiento de la DAO de Ferrum, es decir, la Organización Autónoma Descentralizada de Ferrum, una propuesta que lo que busca es involucrar a las personas que tienen el token FRM a participar en la gobernanza del proyecto. Se pueden crear propuestas si uno tiene más de 450.000 FRM, que es el token de Ferrum, pero si tenés al menos un token de FRM, ya por lo menos podés votar. Así que de esta manera, la plataforma tiene un template para crear propuestas del tema que sea de interés de la comunidad y de esa manera se van publicando y la gente puede ir participando. Nos dice Nick que ya tienen 2 propuestas subidas a la plataforma que tienen que ver básicamente con integrarse con otros actores del ecosistema para poder potenciar el alcance de los productos y todo lo que promueve Ferrum Network. Okay, Nick, that is a nice introduction of this subject. So, why did you think about a DAO for Ferrum? Why was it needed?
Yeah, as the network scales and we start to attract projects to actually building on the network, we wanted to adhere to the actual ethos of Web3, right? And the whole premise of Web3 is built around decentralization, democratization. And so we wanted to create an environment where we could actually leverage the community more instead of just doing things based on our own on our own will, right? At the company, we wanted to distribute that decision-making ability to our community, to the people that hold the token. And so, we really think that that's not only a more fair way, but a more effective way to grow the network in a way that's representative of all of the stakeholders. And so it holds us accountable at the company. It holds the token holders accountable. It holds the developers accountable. It holds everybody accountable. And so, yeah, it's more fair. It's more efficient. Like, I also think that better ideas can sprout up when more minds are thinking about things that need to be solved. When it's just the people at the core, the core team members, we probably miss a lot. And so now we can actually leverage the intelligence of the community, which is really cool.
Okay, what I will translate part of that. Lo que dice Nick es básicamente la propuesta de la DAO tiene que ver con avanzar más en la línea de lo que tiene que ver con Web3, es decir, la posibilidad de realmente darle a las personas la función de integrarse definitivamente al proyecto, de poder tener un aporte concreto y de esta manera poder darle muchas más herramientas a las personas para que se sientan parte de la comunidad de Ferrum Network. Y de esta manera el proyecto puede escalar a partir de que cada vez más personas y más mentes se involucren en los objetivos de desarrollo y crecimiento de Ferrum Network. Okay, Nick. What else can you tell us about this proposal?
Yeah, so I mean, it's just getting started. So the first thing that we have to do is elect DAO mods. And so we're using Snapshot I'm sure anybody who's ever participated in any sort of DAO understands that Snapshot is really kind of like the go-to mechanism for voting, and using weighted voting as the mechanism to enact these proposals. So Snapshot is a third-party platform that takes into account all of the FRM that the qualified voters hold and weights their votes according to how much FRM they hold. So now we're in what's called a waiting period for our first proposal, and after Monday, anyone that has Ferrum staked can go to Snapshot and actually vote on this proposal. So we really encourage anyone, if you've got FRM staked in Crucible, which is our DeFi staking platform, to go get your qualified voter roll and go vote on Snapshot on Monday.
Okay, now we are looking at the screen, the Snapshot website.
Yeah.
That is where this person that have the token can go from this Monday. You're saying?
Yeah. I think you can go type in Ferrum there.
Ferrum network.
Yeah. And then if you join there, yeah, you can see that the first one, FRC1, is actually
pending. Okay.
And then starts in 3 days. So we've actually just entered the waiting period for the FRC2. So if you are familiar with ERC, right? ERC20 is the token standard for Ethereum. What that means is Ethereum request for comment. And so any sort of proposal that has ever been passed follows the naming convention ERC dash whatever number. So we're following that same naming convention with Ferrum request for comment. So FRC. So FRC1 was our first proposal to select DAO mods. FRC2 is this proposal to partner with this project for liquidity provision and market making types of things. So yeah, and then everything can be found like within this page, everything about the proposals. But yeah, you can see on FRC1 it says start in 3 days. So in 3 days you can go vote on that. In 7 days you can go vote on FRC2.
Okay, I will do some translation of that.
Cool.
Lo que estamos mostrando en pantalla es el website de Snapshot, que es la plataforma donde Ferrum va a ir colgando las propuestas que creen los usuarios y uno puede ir interactuando con cada una de esas propuestas. Si uno califica para distintos roles en función de la cantidad de tokens que tenga, uno va a poder básicamente tener distinto rango de voto. En este sentido, tenemos 2 propuestas que están hoy activas en Ferrum. A partir del lunes, efectivamente, se va a poder participar activamente en las propuestas de Snapshot. Para poder ser parte de este mundillo de Snapshot y participar en Ferrum, lo que tienen que hacer es trabajar con una billetera Web3, puede ser MetaMask, que es la billetera de mayor uso, y en función de uno tener los tokens de FRM, va a poder interactuar con cada una de las propuestas. Así que por ahora hay 2 propuestas. A medida que vaya creciendo el volumen de usuarios de esta plataforma, la propuesta de DAO de Ferrum Network, mayor cantidad de propuestas va a haber. Okay, Nick. Nice. So this is a growing community here in Snapshot.
Yeah, we just started, so we need more people to join. Our Discord has a lot of discussion around these proposals, and I imagine once these two first proposals actually eclipse the waiting period, that more people from the Discord channel will join the Snapshot channel.
Nice. You also have Telegram channels.
Yeah, we've got Telegram. That's where most of the discussion, just general discussion, happens. Discord is where most of the DAO discussions happen.
Okay, now we can see on screen the Ferrum Network official channel in Telegram, almost 12K members. And you also have the Ferrum channel in Spanish.
Yep.
Así que esa es la comunidad en español para todos los usuarios y holders de FRM que estamos activamente promoviendo por los fundamentos que tiene el proyecto. Ferrum es un proyecto que tiene una propuesta más que original. En nuestros canales también han visto tutoriales de cómo comprar el token, cuáles son las ventajas, cuáles son los fundamentals. Y creemos que el proyecto está haciendo un roadmap pensando en un 2024-2025 que realmente aproveche los ciclos del mercado cripto para poder potenciarse. Nice. Okay, man. What other things can we expect of the roadmap of Ferrum in the next weeks or months?
Yeah. So something just happened that was really exciting. We just deployed our testnet to Rococo on Polkadot. So the Rococo testnet, our testnet is now live on the Rococo testnet. We were kind of going back and forth with the Parity team, just adjusting some things to get us dialed in over there, and we finished everything on that end. So now, yeah, the Ferrum testnet is live on Rococo, which is a big step towards us securing a Kusama parachain. So we'll have we've got a clear roadmap now to securing our Kusama parachain, which is very exciting. At the end of the month, we'll be launching multi-swap into the next phase, which I think is going to be an open beta phase. So yeah, multi-swap is getting closer and closer to actually going into public mode. So that's something to look forward to towards the end of the month here and beginning of July. Be on the lookout for some really exciting updates regarding multi-swap. So yeah, both from a mainnet standpoint and a multi-swap standpoint, things are moving along very nicely.
Ok, lo que dice Nick es que tienen dos grandes objetivos para su roadmap en las próximas semanas. Uno tiene que ver con lanzar su testnet en la red de Rococo, que es una testnet para parachains. Recordemos, parachains son estas blockchains que se generan a partir de Polkadot con los distintos slots que promueve la plataforma. Y por otro lado, la feature de multiswap, que es la posibilidad de hacer intercambio de tokens entre redes de blockchain que no se comunican entre sí. Estamos hablando de traer el universo de Cardano, Solana, Polkadot a el universo de los tokens de Ethereum, de Binance Smart Chain, entre otras redes. Esos son dos grandes objetivos que tiene Ferrum en el corto plazo y que seguramente iremos viendo en la comunidad los distintos avances y de qué manera poder darle uso y sacarle provecho a esas nuevas ventajas de la plataforma. Okay, Nick, so you are nowadays in a Bitcoin land.
Yeah.
So do you expect that Ferrum Network hit the Bitcoin layer eventually, and you can be part also of that madness that is happening in El Salvador?
Absolutely. One day I think we'll be able to pay for things in a lot more different, a lot of different cryptocurrencies rather than just Bitcoin. So I hope to see FRM as part of that one day, and I think it will be.
Definitely, we are expecting that. That would
Yeah,
be huge, man.
yeah. We need to create our own Ferrum Beach in Brazil. When we link back up in Brazil, let's create Ferrum Beach.
Let's put that on the roadmap.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I love it.
Le decía a Nick que él está ahora en la tierra del Bitcoin. Está en El Salvador, único país del mundo donde Bitcoin es moneda de curso legal. Y cuando Ferrum va a aprovechar esa locura que existe en El Salvador para también poder brindar soluciones basadas o que realmente utilicen la red de Bitcoin. Y es también una de las expectativas de Ferrum como una propuesta que busca la interoperabilidad de las blockchains, de poder también integrarse con Bitcoin. Así que bueno, eso está en el roadmap. Esperemos que 2024, 2025 nos den esa sorpresa. So, Nick, what are your feelings about this moment of the industry, of the crypto industry, especially related to the last issues about referred to Bitcoin and the Coinbase being sued by the Gary Gensler and the U.S. regulators?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this kind of thing happen time and time again. It seems like every few months there's some sort of FUD that comes out about regulators, about certain countries going after certain currencies. And it used to have a bigger effect on the market. It used to affect the token price a lot more. And these days, it doesn't seem to have as great of an effect. Like when the Binance news came out about the SEC suing Binance, there was a little bit of a dip in the market, but it recovered pretty quickly. And if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't have noticed that anything happened in the market. Right? If I'm looking at my portfolio and I'm not looking at news, I wouldn't have even have thought that some negative news came out because it just doesn't have the same effect. So I think people are used to this kind of stuff now, and I don't really think there's much that can be done to stop Bitcoin and Web3 in general, because even the most negative news stories don't have that significant of an effect anymore.
Le pregunté a Nick qué sentimiento tiene con respecto a lo que está pasando ahora en el mercado con las demandas de la SEC a Binance y a Coinbase y cómo un poco eso afectaba a la industria. Y su respuesta tiene que ver con que estos eventos, que quizás en otros tiempos tenían un impacto muy grande y generaban un gran temor, en estos días la verdad que el impacto es cada vez más chico. Y lo que le quiero preguntar ahora a Nick es si considera que esto es un avance para que los usuarios se animen a utilizar soluciones descentralizadas. Do you think, Nick, that this is a good thing for people to start considering to use decentralized solutions?
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Every time something like this happens, it's just a reminder that the whole reason that Web3 was created, that Bitcoin was created, was to circumvent some of these regulatory bodies So yeah, we have the technology out there. We have the means to be our own bank now. There's really no need as to why we should be relying on centralized agencies such as Coinbase or Binance to at least to hold our currencies, right? Now, how we transfer those currencies into cash and use on and off ramps, that's a different story. I love El Salvador because we can actually just use it to pay for things. I don't need to trade it for cash. I can just hold the Bitcoin and use it to pay for things. That's where I think every country needs to head. But at least if you're gonna have crypto, don't hold it on an exchange. Hold it in a decentralized wallet. Don't buy it on a centralized exchange. Buy it on a decentralized exchange. So yeah, I definitely think this should be a reminder for everybody. Get your crypto off of centralized exchanges. Start using decentralized exchanges. Use decentralized wallets, self-custody wallets, and yeah, and then more governments need to start recognizing it as legal tender, so we can actually start paying for things like I'm doing here in El Salvador.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Nick. Lo que dice Nick es que básicamente la esencia de la tecnología de las criptomonedas es la descentralización. Entonces, estas situaciones que ponen en jaque a los exchanges, que son custodio de tus criptomonedas, permite también que la gente se empiece a animar a utilizar soluciones descentralizadas non custodial. Llámese para comprar criptomonedas, para holdear criptomonedas o para tradear criptomonedas. Existe toda una batería de soluciones descentralizadas que por supuesto requieren que las personas tengan un poco más de conocimiento, pero las ventajas de estar en un plano más descentralizado son enormes. Y sobre todo si empieza a tomarse la criptomoneda como un activo que puede ser una moneda de reserva, una moneda de circulación legal, como es en El Salvador, que podés usar Bitcoin para pagar y comprar cosas. O podés también encontrar que hay activos regulados o productos financieros regulados que se expongan a el precio de Bitcoin, el precio de Ethereum o de otras criptomonedas. Son cosas que permiten ir acercando estos dos mundos que en principio parecen que están desconectados, pero que de base la tecnología permite que uno pueda moverse en un plano más o menos descentralizado. Y este tipo de alarmas que suceden con las intimaciones, en este caso de la SEC, hacia Binance y Coinbase, hacen que uno pueda repensar y realmente pararse un poco distinto de cara al futuro para prevenir o evitar situaciones que hagan que uno pierda acceso a sus criptomonedas o delegue de alguna manera el control y sufrir alguna consecuencia negativa. So, Nick, do you have something else that you want to tell our audience?
Right now, the thing that I would love to see most is more people joining our Discord server to take part in the DAO and in these proposals. That's really like where I would love to see a lot of our community's energy be focused now. Like if you've got Ferrum, put it to work and actually, be a voice for what you want to see happen. Now we're giving everyone the opportunity to take part in the decision-making process, and not only take part, but like be the actual decision-making process. So I would love to see more people join our Discord server. That's my biggest MO right now.
We are putting the links of the Discord and the Telegram on the description of this video. So people can use that link and be part of the Discord and the Telegram. En la descripción de este video pueden encontrar los links al Discord y al Telegram y empezar a interactuar con la comunidad de Ferrum. También en nuestras redes nos pueden pedir los links, Criptovisión TV, en Instagram, nos pueden dejar comentarios en este video. Y van a ver también que habitualmente todas las semanas sorteamos 500 tokens de Ferrum como parte también de generar un incentivo a que las personas empiecen realmente a involucrarse con un proyecto serio y con muchísimo potencial como es Ferrum. Okay, Nick, so this has been a pleasure. Thank you for being in our house again.
Yeah, muchísimas gracias.
Well, have a nice time. Have a great time in El Salvador.
Okay.
Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, likewise. Hope to be back on soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, Iñaki.
Bye, Nick.